As you all know, 10 new Latinos, 10, more than ever in our country's history, were elected to the Congress last November, a record high, including Congressman Joe Garcia of Florida. Joe was born in Miami Beach. His parents fled Cuba after the Cuban Revolution. While new to Congress, he is no stranger to our nation's capital, having served at the U.S. Department of Energy and NDN with Simon Rosenberg, who's with us today as well. He is also the former executive director of the Cuban American National Foundation. And more than all of that, Joe is a man of principle and a man who never forgets his friends. Please welcome Congressman Joe Garcia for a tribute to his friend and our honoree. Joe?
So, thank you all for being here. And I want to especially thank Mickey for that warm introduction. This is a very special time for Latinos as we gather here to honor an extraordinary leader. But allow me a quick moment to recognize my good friend Mickey Ibarra. Some of us who are too young to remember, but for those of us who are freshmen at 49, Mickey was a pioneer in Washington long before we got here, and clearly made it possible for all of us. The future looks bright for our community. It looks bright because of hardworking people that are in this room, and especially people like Secretary Gutierrez, who have inspired a new generation of leaders. We Latinos have a privilege of serving public office, stand on the shoulders of giants such as Mickey and Secretary Gutierrez. Born in Havana, our honoree Carlos Gutierrez lived the American dream. It is a true American success story his life is an inspiration to all of us. He started his professional career as a salesman for Kellogg. As the myth goes in Miami, vendía cornflakes del maletero de su piscicorre. And went from there all the way to the chairmanship of one of America's great respected companies. By starting out in its sales division, he was the first Latino CEO of a Fortune 500 company. That's impressive. In 2004, Fortune magazine, recognized Carlos as the man who fixed Kellogg. In 2005, when President George Bush was looking for someone to lead the Department of Commerce in the new century, he turned to one of America's most respected CEOs, Carlos Gutierrez. As our nation's 35th Secretary of Commerce, the first Latino one to hold this most prestigious of cabinet positions, Carlos was a tireless advocate for American commerce throughout the world and a driving force for free trade throughout the region. He even gets praise from someone neither he or I want praise from, when Fidel Castro referred to him as the Minister of Commerce to the Empire of Commerce. So that's always good. Today, Carlos continues. Yeah, that's recognizable. We always want that quote. Today, Carlos continues his public service to our community and to our country by serving as a strong voice for immigration reform. For Democrats, this comes easy. It's something we do as part of where our party has usually stood. But for our friends like Carlos, this is tough. It takes tremendous courage. I remember the next night after the election, watching Carlos on TV, admonishing his party and demanding consequential leadership so that the party could continue forward. America is a nation of immigrants, and Carlos knows that. And immigration reform will make our country stronger and make our future brighter. All across America, we are seeing new leaders emerge, and with them come new opportunities for hope for tomorrow. As those of us who are new to public service work to chart a path forward and strengthen the fabric of our nation, we are building upon a lifetime of effort and a foundation laid by leaders such as Secretary Carlos Gutierrez. Thank you very much.